G'day, this is Peter from the Property Club, and today we're looking at condos for sale in the Alabang area. So this is Alabang. You can see on the Google Earth map, it is a Metro Manila CBD center. You know, you've got Alabang to the south, you've got to the north side Quezon City and Ortigas, also in the center Makati and BGC. So Alabang is a well-known CBD area, and there are opportunities for work, employment, restaurants, entertainment, things to do in the city center in Alabang. So it is a good location, it is sought after, and what I like about it is very modern. Very modern. It's one of the newest cities that's been built. It's not a big city, it is quite small, but there are some nice malls and restaurants down there, so it is a good little spot near the lake here. So look, we're looking at the Alabang area and also very close to Alabang, Sucat. So some of the condominiums, they're not right in the center, depends on your budget. And the condominiums I'm showing you today start from $20,000. So there's some really, really affordable options. Meanwhile, if you look behind Alabang, you've got Ayala Alabang, which is a well-known housing estate built by the Ayala company. So Ayala is, a well-to-do company. It's luxury homes and this sort of thing. And houses in Ayala Alabang start from anywhere from like 50 to 60 million, upwards of 100 million pesos. So a cheap alternative is to buy a condominium near the city center. Without further ado, let's have a look. So this is the first condominium, and this is priced at 1.4 million peso. So roughly that's around about 28,000 US dollars. Now what would I offer? I'd offer around about $22,500 US for this property. So let's say if you could get this around about the 1.1 million mark, 1.1 million divided by 50 is $22,000. So if you get this for 1.1, you're laughing. At 1.1, it is 25 square meters. So divided by 25, which means you could potentially buy this for 44,000 peso per square meter. This is the unit. It's only got one picture internally, and this is the outside of the unit, and it is studio condominium in Alabang, well, Muntinlupa City, Muntinlupa, Alabang, and it's called Urban Decor Homes, Campville. Moving along. So this one is the Escalade South Metro Sucat, so very, very close by to Alabang. It is a rush sale price at 1.7 million. Now let's say you could get this down to 1.45, something like that. At 1.45 divided by 24 square meters, you're looking at around about 60,000 peso per square meter. Let's have a look at the photos. Actually, it's a nicer development than the other one. It was quite spacious. Actually, it looks quite like a resort or something. Escalades. Nice development, really. Yep, and this is the unit. Only a small condominium, and condos in Metro Manila, they're getting smaller and smaller all the time. But it's not bad, and it's got a bit of a view. Nice window. Not sure what the bars are there for. That's a bit odd. But anyway, that's it. And it's close to Robinson's. It says Robinson's Land, sorry. So it must be a Robinson's development. Okay, the next one on the list. And sorry, we just had some rain here, and the internet seems to be a bit buggy when we have rainfall. This is priced at 1.85 million. And it does not have the square meterage rate, unfortunately. Sorry for that. It does kind of look like the Decker, like the first one that we've seen. Let me just check. Yeah, I think it's the same development. It is, the Urban Decor Homes. So let's just go back. And this one is priced at 1.8 million. So this is a good example because you can see the inside of this condominium versus the other one. And that's what the room looks like. Not a big condominium, just a small studio. Moving along. You'll be surprised. There's some really nice condominiums in Alabang. I was blown away, and I'm actually tempted to invest in the area after doing this research on the area. So this one's 30 square meters. It's 2.1 million. This is the unit, and it says it's located near Northgate Festival. It's in Asia Enclaves is the building name. Let me just see if I expand that. It might be a bit better. Looks modern inside. I hate the green paint and the yellow paint. Don't know why you'd do that, but anyway, 2.1 for 30 square meters. Let's just do the math. Let's say you could squeeze them down to 1.7, something like that. 1.7 divided by 30 square meters. Potentially you could get this for around about 56,000 peso per square meters. So it's Asia Enclaves is the name of the development, and it's Finma Properties, and that's the developer. Not a bad area. Okay, so I just saw this one on Facebook. I thought it's interesting. It says ready for occupancy, affordable condo in Sukat, which is very close by to Alabang. 30 to 32 square meters, 2.3 to 2.6 million. So it looks like a new development, again by Finma Properties, Solana Hills. And what you'll find is a few developers now are starting to discount. I found in Thailand they're actually giving huge discounts, like up to 30% plus discounts on new stock, new properties, condominiums. However, in the Philippines, they've not been so generous. I'd say, the best discounts I've seen are anywhere from about 10 to 20%. I did do a video on a housing estate, which was South Forbes, and they're doing up to like 22 to 26% discount on brand new house and land. For condominiums, best discount I've seen is around about 10 to 15%, whereas, strangely enough, I found houses have been more affordable and had the better discounts. Anyway, this is a decent looking condo, and this is it, and that's 2.3 million. Moving along. Brand new property, so not bad for a new property. So the next one is an Anuva, I think I pronounce it. Anuva, it's a resale. It's priced at 2.5. It is a smaller condominium unit, 23 square meters. Current selling price from the developer, I'd just like to note, is 3.2 million. So Anuva, it's a well-known development in the area and a good location too. Just see if I can bring up these photos. So it is a studio, but it looks like they've partitioned a section off to maybe fit a little bedroom, so as to divide the bedroom and the living space. Not sure if that was done by the developer or the owner who is now reselling the property. You can see the condominium developments in the background, and I'm pretty sure that white and blue building in the background is the Rockwell development, very, very close by to Alabang. That is a tiny, very, very small balcony, and does look strange to me how high that is. I mean, yeah, very strange. Looks new. That's the area. You can actually see the S-Lex there. And that's the building. Nice pool, very nice actually. Wow. Yes, it is a decent development indeed. So let's have a quick look at the price per square meter. They want just over 100,000 peso per square meter. Their asking price is 2.5. Maybe you could squeeze them down to something like 2 million. That's really where you'd need to be to pick something like this up, considering it's such a small size, and smaller condominiums like 20 square meters can be hard to move. So 23, you're looking at 86,000. If you could buy this for 2 million, you're looking at 86,000 peso per square meter, which is not bad if you can get the price. Price negotiable. So this is Studio City condo at Phil Invest Alabang. right in front of the S&R. Okay, so it does have a tenant. It is 3 million, and the price is negotiable, guys. It does not list the price per square meter, so I'm not able to work that out for you. Nice little unit. Does not look very big though. It's just a bathroom and then a living space there. It's a good location, very, very close to the CBD and Northgate Cyber Zone. But yeah, very small condominium. By the looks of it, it looks like 20 odd square meters, so don't know how interested I am in this one. Moving along, foreclosure that I found. Again, a lot of the foreclosures, they don't show pictures, which sucks. This is 3 million and 40, and they're saying it's a penthouse in the Bryant Place Tower 3 residences in Sukat, 38 square meters. Not sure that a 38 square meter, constitutes a title as a penthouse. I mean, is it a penthouse? Not really. Maybe it's on a high floor or something. It's BDO foreclosure. So BDO Bank has foreclosed on this one at 3 million. You really need to investigate and look up the Bryant Place Tower 3 Tribeca private residences in Sukat. Moving along. I think this one was the Amaya. And sorry, like I said, the rainfall just makes things a little bit slower here in the Philippines. Funny that. And again, you've probably watched my videos before. Most of you have, most of you are regulars. And you would notice that this particular website, Carousel, and I've been using it less and less, is really, really slow on loading. It's very frustrating, and you've probably seen this in other videos. Anyway, this is 3.1. It is 25 square meters. It is an Ayala condominium, hence why the price is a little bit higher than normal. Amaya. Sorry, I've flicked forward too quickly. So that's the Amaya steps there. That's the building. So I believe it is an Avida Ayala project. That's the location. And that's it for 3.1 million peso. Moving along, actually the ones so far haven't been very exciting. From about here onwards it does get rather exciting, and actually I was at the point where I was saying I might need to pick up the phone and see if they can offer some vendor finance terms, because it does actually interest me. So this one was 3.1, 41.5 square meter in the Tower of Presidio at the lakefront. So this is worth looking into, guys. The Presidio, actually I found very few condominiums in this building, and I think this is the only one on the list today. But this is worth looking at. Search for this one, which is Brittany Bay, Presidio at the lakefront. Good value at 3.1, that one. Okay, so this is where it starts to get exciting. This is the East Bay residences, guys. So you might have heard of Rockwell before. There we go. And this just blew me away. This is listed at 3.45 million. This is East Bay Residence Rockwell. So not Rockwell McCarty, Rockwell the developer in particular. It is Rockwell Primaries is the developer of this condominium. It's Tower 2, Unit 3. I'm just pulling up the pictures now for you. And take a look at this. Rockwell, guys. Have you ever wanted to buy in Rockwell and at a reasonable and affordable price? Well, now this is your opportunity. So nice looking condo. Actually, it's a decent size. It's a true one bedroom, priced at 3.45, and it's 37.1 square meters. So look, it's priced pretty reasonably. I wouldn't want to negotiate too much, because look, already it's probably the cheapest condominium in the building in Rockwell East Bay. So 37.1. So that's 92,000 peso per square meter for this development. Meanwhile, the developer Rockwell McCarty in Rockwell, to buy a Rockwell development, they're asking like 250 to 300,000 peso per square meter. So this is definitely a really nice opportunity, guys. Check it out. And yes, I am very fond of the developer Rockwell, but I would not be paying the prices they're asking in Rockwell McCarty nowadays. So yeah, East Bay might be a good option. Moving along, this is Condo in Festival Mall. So very good location, very central location. It's the Rhapsody Residences, and it's a 2-bedroom condominium. And you might have seen my videos whereby I'm showing 2-bedroom condominiums in Makati, and ultimately, wow, there's a big price difference between Alabang, sorry, I should just say Alabang, the Alabang area versus Makati. This is very reasonable. It says it's 60 square meters usable area here, but the floor plan here says actually 54 square meters. So I don't know, maybe this is just an example floor plan. This might not be the right floor plan because they're saying it is 60 square meters. So 60 square meters near Festival Mall for 3.6. So 3.6 divided by 60, they're asking 60,000 peso per square meter. You might be able to nudge them down to something like 49,500 peso per square meter, which means you'd probably want to offer around about 2.9, 2.95, something like that for this. Oh, I like that building, that clubhouse. Look at that. Looks like something out of Japan or China by DMCI. Big basketball court. And this is what I like about, further down south from, Metro Manila. You get these developments and they look more like resorts, and, the developments are built on larger plots of land, so they are a bit nicer in my opinion, whereas some of these high-rise condominiums nowadays in the city centres, they're built on these tiny little allotments. Okay, so yeah, really good, 3.6 for that. Moving along. Okay, so we have, I'm pretty sure this is East Bay again. I've got a few examples of East Bay because I am really, really excited about this development. It looks really nice. Rockwell just makes such a good quality product. At the end of the day, you get what you pay for. That's all I can say. This is in the Hudson Place Tower 1. It is 33 square meters and it's unit 5T. So it sounds like it's on the 5th floor. It is a studio. I actually prefer the other unit that I showed, just because that looked like a true 1-bedroom. I thought this said 3.5. Sorry, 3.6 million. This is a unit, East Bay Residences, for sale, 3.6. That's the details there. And you can see at the bottom, if you want to get in touch with Carl, you can reach out there if you're interested in buying this condominium. Nice balcony that. Yeah, looks decent. Decent size actually. Very good. Very, very good. And the facilities here in East Bay, built by Rockwell Primaries, are quite nice actually. They're big resort style pools and this sort of thing. I would obviously want to, negotiate on the price here. Maybe you could get this down to like 3 or 2.95 million. That's around about what I'd offer. But at the end of the day, anything that's got the Rockwell brand is going to be a little bit more tricky to negotiate because, it is highly sought after. It's not in the city center, as you can see. It's just a bit out of the way, closer to Sucat. I think it's, along the Skyway there, the SLEX, sorry. So, you just jump on the SLEX or the service road going to Alabang. It does not take long at all. So it should be on the lakefront. I'm pretty certain should be on the lakefront side. Yeah, is there any more details on that? No, that's about it. Okay, moving along. Actually, very affordable thus far. I mean, condominiums from around about $20,000. For something decent, to be fair, you need to spend around 3 million, like you've seen for the Rockwell development. But 3 million peso, what's that? $60,000. $60,000, not a lot of money for a Rockwell development. Okay, so actually, I lie. There is a Presido here. So this is the Presido. We did have a foreclosure, which was this one priced at 3,040,000, okay, for 38 square meters, versus this one, which is how many square meters? This is 49. So this is substantially bigger. I would actually go for this one just being a bigger unit and also being a big size 2-bedroom unit. So I think this one is well worth looking at. Presido lakefront. It's a tiny couch. I mean, that's very deceptive. Oh, it's not that bad. It's alright. Very nice. Look at that. Yep. And this is what I mean. A lot of the developments here, they look like more like resorts, resort style living than condominium living, which is really nice. They got the big lagoon style pool, nice big facilities like basketball courts or tennis courts, that sort of thing. Really nice. And that's the condo. That's the room. Little desk there. Bathroom, and remember it is a 2-bedroom. Just going to go back there. That's a tiny little basin, and they've squeezed in, looks like a washing machine there too. Amazing. Anyway, that's it. Not a bad unit, especially 2-bedroom. Moving along. Okay, this says 720,000 peso. Please ignore that. That's not the price. It is an Ayala development. Apparently market value is 4.4 million. It's a new building, which is the Amaya Steps. I did show you an example of the Amaya earlier. I think it was priced around the early threes. I think it was 3.1. This one is 32 square meters with balcony, okay, for 3.6. So let's have a quick look at the pictures. And that's the unit there. I think it said somewhere there that it could be provisioned off as a true 1-bedroom. So you have like where the balcony and these posts are. So you put a wall straight up, and then that would become your bedroom, and then this your living space. So when the unit is turned over, you'll have the choice to keep it open plan, open living, or put a wall up. I think that's what they're saying here. So look, ultimately, yes, I think it's a decent development. It is Ayala, the Amaya Steps. Having said that, I'm probably leaning a bit more towards the Rockwell Primaries development for similar money, over this one, okay? Although you might prefer the location on this one, not sure. Yeah, personally I like the Rockwell. East Bay is my favorite. And speaking of East Bay, here is another listing, and this is a 2-bedroom, guys, and it's listed at 3.9. Wow, in East Bay. So it was really late at night and we drove past East Bay, and it lights up, looks really quite nice, and the area surrounding East Bay looks nice as well. Very clean, nice roads. That's the unit. So it does look like a resale. That furniture looks like it's from China or something. I'm making an assumption there, but just saying, might be a hint. Okay, so 3.9, the size is 39 square meters, which means they're asking 100,000 peso per square meter. It's in the Chelsea building, guys. So ultimately it's the Chelsea building, asking 100,000. You might want to squeeze them down to like 85, 86,000 peso per square meter. Next one, another foreclosure in the Presidio Tower. It's the Renault Tower, and the development is Presidio at Lakefront. And this one is 51 square meters at 3.8 million. Actually, why I wanted to show and include this one, when you went over the 3 units for the Presidio, this was probably the best value unit, being 51 square meters. And who knows, you might even be able to squeeze them down even further, being a foreclosure with the banks. At the moment, I have seen some banks starting to discount, which is often rare. They only do it when properties have sat there for a while, but they are starting to discount. Might be worth making a bid on this condominium. Okay, so again, the Rhapsody, and this is priced at 3.8. It's a 2-bedroom and it's 60 square meters. 3.8. Yeah, it looks very Chinese, that entrance. I don't know. Would you say that's Chinese or Japanese? That's the unit. Small bedrooms. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe my legs would go over the end of that bed. I think so. I mean, it is 60 square meters though. I think the living space must be, particularly larger than the bedrooms, and the bedrooms must be quite small. It is hard, when you have these smaller 2-bedroom units. The designs that really work for me is the design whereby you have one big 1-bedroom, for the parents, and maybe a smaller 2nd bedroom for children. More practical that way. Okay, so this is listed at 4.5. It's a 2-bedroom, and it's at East Bay Residences again, guys. So 4.5. Let's have a look at the photos. You can see the pool in this one. Not bad at all. Look, it's only a very small condominium, but again, it's Rockwell. And yeah, look at that. Bed looks bigger than the last unit, at least. But yeah, pretty much all you're getting in there is a small bed. And that's 4.5. Trying to find the square meterage. It does. Yes, it does. It's 48 square meters. So it is priced below 100,000 peso per square meter. And I think this is the last East Bay property of the night. 4.9 million for a 2-bedroom, 46.8. So it does vary. But these pictures, okay, now we're getting somewhere. I'm going to spend a couple of minutes having a look through this. The other photos does not really give East Bay Residences justice as a Rockwell development. Rockwell's known for, a better quality build. Honestly, they are a 5-star. I'm saying 5-star, not 4-star, 5-star builder, okay? They're up there. You've got Rockwell, you've got Shangri-La, you've got Ayala. They are up there, guys. Very nice build. I mean, you can just see, and this is the thing I like about Rockwell, they build a very nice community. It's not just the quality of build, it's the community that they build and the facilities. So you can just see in these photos. Have a look. And it's the community, because honestly, you go out and it's like, yes, I live at Rockwell. And not just the gardens, the nice gardens and the facilities, but also they, generally speaking, they build supermarkets or shopping centers nearby that are really quite decent. So that's actually the unit. And I like this example of the unit because actually it shows you what it looks like, without all the clutter, without all the furniture, etc. in there. And that's what it looks like. The only downside that I do not like, and I'll be honest about this, if I was going to buy a Rockwell unit, I'd want a decent sized balcony or terrace, and I'd be willing to pay more money for it, whereas this does not look like it has a balcony. And that sucks. Some of the units do look like they have one, maybe the larger sized units or certain cut, but on the front No, doesn't look like it. Anyway, that's 4.9 million for 2 bedroom, and it was 46.8 square meters ready for occupancy. Moving along. Okay, I lied. There is one more, and this is actually really nice inside. It is a resale. Lots of information there about the unit and what comes with the unit. So they have made improvements and renovated this particular 2 bedroom unit. Does it have the square meterage? Yes, it's 46.8. They want a pretty penny there, though. They want 5.6. Very nice. And this is what I mean. These Rockwell units are nice. You can just see the ceilings. The high ceilings there look good. And also what they've done with the unit. Not sure if I would have gone with that blue color, but I think the owner's actually done well with it. It looks pretty cool, actually. Very homey. Yeah, I can imagine the nice ambience with the fairy lights and the color. Nice place to come home to. Obviously, you probably would want to negotiate the price depending on the situation. Who knows? You might even get this for mid-4s. And all the hard work done for you. Just have to have a try. It's in Chelsea Tower 2, by the way. And it's unit 3K. It did say also that it has 3 air conditioners, so it must be living in the 2 bedrooms. Okay, this is a really cool unit, guys. Pretty much all the units I've showed you thus far are not in the center location, the CBD of Alabang. They're kind of in the surrounding areas or the Sukat area near the lake. So you still need to walk or drive down to the CBD area, okay? Whereas Levels is a really nice location, very close to town. Like if you're living and working in town, this could be a really good option for you. But you do pay more, guys. It's 1 bedroom, it's only 36 square meters, and it's priced at 6.3. And I believe this is Levels Anaheim building, the Levels Anaheim Tower on the 7th floor. Check that out. Look at the view too. Wow. Actually, for a 36 square meter residence, it's quite nice and does look rather spacious. Look at that. Wow. Now, I'd want to enclose that little 1 bedroom there. I'd probably enclose it, and it wouldn't be hard to do. And again, really high ceilings. You can see, nice big windows in both the bedroom and the living space, but they have like these bays, and you could probably turn them into love seats. Yeah, absolutely, you could. Imagine you just put down some, cushions. You'd want to have it customized so it fit and didn't move. So, I don't know if you glue it in or what you do exactly, but there'd be a way to do it without it moving. I did something similar in my unit in Shangri-La. So it just sits nicely, and you can sit up on the bay window and look out at that view. And literally, if you're living here, you could just walk downstairs, walk to work. Awesome, totally awesome. What would you pay for this? No, you would not pay 6.3. I think a fair price for this particular building and this unit. And actually, this is probably the most reasonably priced unit in the building, to be fair. What would I want to pay? Probably around about 5.3 million. So I would be asking for like $1 million peso discount if I was going to buy this. But I think at 5.3 million, you'd be hard pressed to beat this condominium offer. Again, I'd want to seal this in so it is a true 1 bedroom. And it wouldn't feel that small. I mean, look at the bed there, and it's still got room to move back. You probably push that back a bit, and then you just use the bay windows as a little love seat or something, and give room between the bed and the bay windows so you could walk around there, that sort of thing. You put a wall up so it was soundproof. Someone could be in the living room, someone could be in the bedroom, and a little cabinet to store your things. And that's it, moving along. So we're really starting to get up there in price. This is a 2-bedroom for sale in the same building, which is in the levels. Alabang, it is 57 square meters and they want 9.5 million, guys. So definitely getting up there for price now. But again, this is in the center of the CBD. You might be working at a POGO, could be working at a BPO, call center, something like that, and this might be the unit for you. Actually, this is bigger and it's a 2-bedroom. I think I just like the other unit. Maybe it's just the pictures because it just feels more open, and just the warm, it's just white. I just like the white color because it's just more clean. It makes the space look a bit bigger, whereas this one does seem to feel smaller. Maybe it's just the pictures. Anyway, 9.5, 57 square meters for this one. Drum roll. So we've got the last property on offer, which is a 3-bedroom condominium in East Bay Residences. And honestly, this I felt was an awesome property. It is a 3-bedroom unit. It is 98 square meters, guys, in East Bay Residences. Let's have a look. 9.8, obviously you would want to negotiate. They're asking 100,000 peso per square meter, but this is the floor plan. Decent, very good size unit with a big balcony, master bedroom, and it's got its own ensuite in the master, and then the 2 bedrooms there for your kids or for guests. Separate dining and living. Very decent indeed. If you could pick this up for like 7.95, maybe low 8s, let's say 8 million, and buy it potentially around the 80,000 peso per square meter mark, you'd be absolutely laughing. Compare this with Rockwell Makati, the price speaks for itself. And again, it's still Rockwell. And actually, this is really good because what you can see here is the different buildings, the clubhouse, the different facilities, the pool, but also you have the retail shopping. So you've got shopping, supermarket, everything's there. So you don't have to go to the CBD unless you're headed to work, right? You can just cross the road, and like Rockwell Makati, you go to the power plant mall, you go to the supermarket. They've got a really, really nice supermarket there. Quality food, good prices, nice restaurants. It's all there for you. So that's it, guys. That's the video today. This is Alabang, condos for sale in Alabang. Thanks for watching. If you did like the video, please do like, share, and or subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, and bye for now. Double thumbs up.